Hey, what's up guys, Henry the Blasian here, and as you can tell by the title of the video today guys, I am going to be coming at you guys with something a little bit different. Yes, I know it is a video I've done before. As you can see, it says the top 10 updated cards under 50k MT. Originally, I didn't want to do this, and I looked at the last time I did this video, and it was almost 3 months ago, and I was wondering why you guys are always asking me questions down in the comment section below, and I thought, hey, I might as well bring you guys another video. So for today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys the top 10 updated cards that you must pick up for under 50k MT. Now keep in mind guys that when we do this top 10 list, I'm not really going to drop down to cards that are 5k and under. So the hidden gems such as Ruby Throw Bailey, Ruby Mobamba, Ruby Thought Maker, we already know those cards are amazing hidden gems, and for that reason they will not be on the 50k list, just because people that are looking for cards under 50k kind of have a wider range of MT to spend rather than like 3k for a Thought Maker. Thought Maker and all those cards we've already acknowledged are beasts, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about cards that aren't necessarily just 5k and below. And with that being said guys, let's go ahead and let's dive into number 1. Alright, so guys, starting at the number 1 position, we've got a card that I actually did a video on yesterday, that being this hidden gem himself, 95 overall Diamond Signature Series, Michael Jordan. This is a card a lot of people have slept on just because they got hyped up on the Pink Diamond and the Galaxy Opal, but this card is still going to be a card that can compete with a Pink Diamond itself. Take a look at these stats, guys. You can see he's got 9 Hall of Fame badges, and some ones I want to note out for you right away. Hall of Fame one-man fast break is always amazing if you get a rebound. Same thing goes for pick and roll maestro, boosts your stats a lot off a screen. Difficult shots, posterizer, and acrobat are great. Tireless score is amazing, and most importantly guys, the Hall of Fame catch and shoot. That is one of the most slept on Hall of Fame badges, not in the game but when it comes to Michael Jordan, because the thing about Michael Jordan guys is this card does not come with a high 3-pointer. He's only got an 80 3-pointer, but if you go back and watch my gameplay guys, and you see off every catch and shoot that jumper was green. The catch and shoot helps his 3-pointer so much. On top of, if you have Steve Kerr or Mike D'Antoni as a coach, that's already a boosted 3-pointer as well. And I would probably recommend giving this card limitless range, because that's the only badge he's really missing where you feel like you're gonna really need it. Maybe DEMAR if you're running him at point guard, but other than that, all his Hall of Fame badges are really the only badges you're gonna need. He's got the fadeaway, he's got the mid-range, he's got the 3 again off a catch and shoot. Free throw's not bad. He's got the driving and contact dunk. He can speed boost. He has defense, because again this is Michael Jordan after all, and he's got decent speed. Nothing too crazy, which is why I would recommend you keep him at the shooting guard position. But this card all around, man, is easily a card that everybody should have on their lineup, man. A card with amazing animations, the most Hall of Fame badges on a diamond in the game. And with that being said guys, that's why we've got Jordan at number 1. Now jumping into the number 2 position guys, and keep in mind when I talk about 10 of these cards guys, they are not in any specific order, so you shouldn't prioritize one card over the other. One card I will say that had to be number 1 though was that Diamond Michael Jordan. The rest can really be put in any order, but as you can see in number 2 we've got a card that I'm surprised is even going for this cheap, and I'm talking about this Diamond 94 overall weird photoshopped throwback playoff moments J.R. Smith, the man that apparently looks like he hit a 3, but I've only ever seen him sell in the finals. But no big deal, it's not like I'm still salty about it or anything. But yeah, this J.R. Smith guys is again another card that you've just got to pick up. J.R. Smith with a beautiful quick jumper that he has, and a quick jumper is still important regardless of the new shot contest system or not. And from what I hear from a lot of people, apparently this diamond J.R. Smith is more consistent than the Pink Diamond. I can't really confirm or deny that, because I'm only sticking to my Pink Diamond, and that card literally never misses for me, so I don't really know how this diamond one can do that much better, but that's what people say. But yeah guys, this card, Hall of Fame catch and shoot in limitless range, should have already caught your eye, and Hall of Fame deep range deadeye, especially in takeover, is stupidly annoying. Unless it's heavily contested, that shot is going down almost every single time. And again, this J.R. Smith is a card that can almost do everything. 92 driving layup, great draw foul, great mid-range down the line, amazing 3-pointer down the line, a 90 free throw, 95 driving, and a 90 contact dunk. He's got the ball control, he can pass decently. His defense defense is alright, not great. It's not exactly the best defender for a card. Obviously, when you get a J.R. Smith, you're not picking him up for the defense. He's got great speed and a great speed with ball as well, and his defense is honestly not that bad. 93 lateral quickness is all you gotta really worry about. 82 pass reception might be a problem, but for the most part, if someone's throwing a ball in his direction and you switch to the user and you go ahead and grab it yourself, that shouldn't be a problem either. But top to bottom, man, J.R. Smith is just someone that's amazing. I don't know how you have a 95 shot IQ, but I'm gonna let that slide. But all around, J.R. Smith is also another card you just need to have on your lineup. The Amethyst one is still good on people's lineups now. If you've got the MT to get this card, he is easily the best sharpshooter for the price under 50k. If you need a card that's gonna knock down half-court threes consistently and costs under 50k, you do not go ahead and look at Joe Harris. You don't go look at DREXLER Petrovic. You pick yourself up a diamond J.R. Smith, and that's why he makes it on this top 10 list, guys. Coming over here to the number 3 of the top 10, we've got a card that I think is just so heavily slept on in this game, and I will never understand why, guys. He's a card that's only going for 37k MT here, as you can see, and that man is 98 overall, pink diamond throwback elite Baron Davis. He's a card that's just become such a god, especially with a new shock and test update. I don't understand how people don't pick this card up over cards like Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, because whether you want to accept it or not, this card is going to be better than pink diamond Lillard, he's going to be better than pink diamond limited Kyrie, and he's going to be better than pink diamond Steph Curry. The only thing those 3 cards have on this Baron Davis is the fact that they have Hall of Fame dimer, but other than that, man, this Baron Davis is amazing, not only on the offensive end, but the defensive end. You can see the Hall of Fame pickpocket and one-man fast break, pick and roll maestro. There's not one badge you see on here that's Hall of Fame that you don't feel like you won't use. Relentless finisher with a combination of posterizer, amazing. He's also got Hall of Fame limitless range with one of the easiest jumpers in the game, and if that's not easy enough, he's also got Hall of Fame catch and shoot to help you out with that, and Hall of Fame tireless score, so the man can just keep getting buckets. This Baron Davis is really a card, again, I just do not understand how people aren't picking him up more. A lot of people think his release isn't nice, but his release is almost the exact same as Damian Lillard. Sorry, I had to think of a player that was almost the exact same. If you pick this card up, you will see that he's literally a better Lillard. Lillard, yes, he has 12 Hall of Fame badges more, again, on that dimer and stuff, but is that worth the extra 70k? Limited Kyrie is definitely the card that you should not be looking at. You should be looking at this card, because again, take a look at this, 95 driving layup, amazing draw foul in 94. Kyrie Irving does have a post fadeaway over Baron Davis, but again, Kyrie Irving is also 6'3" like Baron Davis, so the fadeaway is something that's not going to work against cards like Giannis and stuff like that. But as you can see, 96 down the line on the mid-range, 95 down the line on the 3, amazing free throw, 95 driving, and 90 contact dunk with the tendencies, and he's got beautiful posterizer animations, phenomenal ball control and passing, all in the 90s. His defense is ridiculously elite. Hall of Fame pickpocket with a 98 steal, guys, 92 shot test, 96 down the line on the speed. Like, every time I look at this card and his price, I just get mad because it doesn't make sense how he's going for so cheap. Now, obviously, I would actually pick him up myself, but I just like switching it up and using different cards here and there, and I use Baron Davis so much at the beginning of the year that I'm kind of bored of him, but he's got great stamina. Look at his defense, man. It's all in the mid to high 90s, obviously, other than the low post defense right there, but this is a card that if you're looking for a 6'3" point guard who can play amazing on both ends, is someone you should heavily consider. Yes, he will not have the Hall of Fame dimer, but you do not need to upgrade for Hall of Fame dimer with another 70 to 80k MT trying to pick up Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, etc. Man, this Baron Davis is amazing on both ends. He's got the limitless, he's got the defense, he can dunk at the rim. It's just a must cop for a point guard, and that's why we've got him on this top 10 list. Alright, so now moving on to the number 4 position on this top 10 list, guys, we've got a card that's, again, just so underrated in this game, and it's probably more because of his name than what the card can actually do, and I'm talking about this 97 overall pink diamond throwback elite DEMAR DEROZAN. This card is basically like a broke man's T-Mac without the limitless range, but can still hit jumpers. He's a card who's got one of the best and easiest releases in the game. He's got 10 Hall of Fame badges and is going for, once again, under 30k MT. You're looking at Hall of Fame pick and roll with one-man fast break there. You're looking at difficult shots, relentless finisher. He's got the mid-range Deadeye for anyone that still shoots the mid-range, but most of all, he's got tireless scorer with a combination of posterizer Jesserthelazer, and Acrobat. The only one that I don't really care about is the Hall of Fame Lob City finisher. Sometimes it comes in handy with Blake Griffin, so I actually can't say it's not that handy. The only one actually I will say is not that useful is the Teardropper, just because I don't do many floaters and runners in this game. But all around, man, DeRozan is a card that's just so animation blessed, and with the badges and stats that he has, it doesn't make sense why he's going for so cheap. He's definitely a card that should be on your lineup because he's got the driving layup, he's got the post fadeaway, even though it's only a 78. You can see he's got 86 post control, so if you can get yourself in the right position, he's got the perfect animation for a fadeaway. I was actually super upset when DeMar DeRozan, of all people, his fadeaway was under a 90, especially on his like end game card essentially. But overall, again, DeMar DeRozan is just a card that you've got to pick up. 98 down the line in the mid range. Do not let the 3-point stats here fool you into thinking this card can't shoot a 3, because on top of, if you give him a 3-point shoot with a coach boost, that's already a 94 open 3. And trust me when I tell you guys, this card will hit 3s consistently with an 85 open 3. If you don't believe me, make sure to go ahead and check out my gameplay and then say, HTB, you proved me wrong. But overall, again, DeMar DeRozan is just a card who is a must-have for a budget player. Amazing free throw at 97, which is super reliable, 98 driving, and 98 contact dunk. I want you to sink that in, my guys. 88 ball control as well, amazing passing. Even though he was not the greatest defender, this card's got an 80 block, 90 shot contest, and 85 steal. And keep in mind, he's also a 6'7" shooting guard. Whether you're on him at point guard or shooting guard is not my business, but that is also just a perfect height. He can box out, 89 defensive rebound, his speed is perfect, great vertical, great hustle, great lateral quickness, and defensively, all his defense is mainly in the high 80s, except for the pass perception that's at a 90. But top to bottom, again, DeMar DeRozan, with the stats that he has, with the badges that he has, and with the animations that he has, he's a dribble god. With, again, just one of those cards that's blessed with perfect animations, is why I put this card on my top 10 list. So make sure you go out there and you get yourself a DeRozan, guys, because also, as you can see that I have him. Like, when there's the yellow on the card there, it still means you own the card. And even with my God Squad, guys, I still like to run this DeMar DeRozan because he's just so OP. Now, up next, guys, is a card that I like to stand, and a card that I think everybody should have on their lineup, almost over Pink Diamond DeRozan and other stuff like that. You can see that this card is going for just over 50k. Now, at the time I was doing my research to see cards that were going under 50k, this card was actually in the 45k range, so he's probably going to jump up and down. For that reason, we're still going to be putting him on this list, and I'm talking about 95 overall Diamond Throwback Playoff Moments, Reggie Lewis. For those of you that didn't see the gameplay on this card, you gotta go ahead and consider it, man, especially if you've got Pink Diamond Penny on your lineup, our 400k card that's gonna get outplayed by this Diamond Beast right here. You definitely want to consider it. But Reggie Lewis, a card that's just so all around amazing. Again, 6'7", just like DeRozan, but this card definitely feels faster on both ends, has better offense and defense. As you can see, he's got 8 Hall of Fame badges, all, again, the post drives, the difficult shots, Hall of Fame catch and shoot makes this card super clutch, as well as Hall of Fame tireless scorer. Those are the more noteworthy ones. Acrobat and relentless finisher also is a huge dub. You can't complain about one-man fast break. Mid-range Deadeye, it's alright. It's not something I really care about, and I never really shoot contested mid-ranges, so it doesn't really matter to me. But this card, man, he's got the post fadeaway in 85. Driving layup is nice. The draw foul is so cheesy on this card because he's got the perfect animations to draw fouls. It's just perfect. 97 down the line in the mid-range. He's got a beautiful off-dribble animation and also a beautiful standing animation. So the 88 open 3 really means nothing. And if you've got a coach that's actually a 92 open 3 and Hall of Fame catch and shoot, it really comes through. You don't have to worry about that ugly Penny Hardaway jumper when you have a card like this that's also just got a silky jumper, which is why I've never really understood why a card like Pink Diamond Penny is going for 400k, because he literally gets clamped by anyone when it comes to the shooting aspect. Going to the rim, I honestly think Reggie Lewis still has the better dunk animations, because I don't find that Penny draws as many fouls as this mongrel right here. You can see he's got an 89 free throw, which is reliable, 97 driving, and a 95 contact dunk should say it all right there. Plus he can speed boost, his passing's not bad, his defense is amazing, 85 block, 88 steal, 95 shot contest. Again, just one-upping DeRozan there. Rebounding is not something you're going to care for anyway. Look at that speed though, man. 96 speed and acceleration with a 93 speed with ball. Great vertical, pretty decent strength actually, and defensively he just looks great, man. 96 lateral quickness with that height is just going to be amazing whether you play him at the 1 or at at the 2. I'd probably recommend you play him more at the 1 than anything. I still keep him at the 2, but with how most people play online, playing him at the 1 is probably your best bet. But all around, again, Reggie Lewis, just an amazing card. That Hall of Fame catch and shoot is really the most clutch addition to this card, which is what I think puts him over the top on so many cards such as DEROZAN and stuff like that. But for that reason, guys, that is why we've got this Reggie Lewis on our top 10 list. A card that I'd love to stand, and for good reason. Make sure you go ahead and pick him up. Alright guys, so up next is a card that's actually been giving me problems online, whether I'm being on-balled or off-balled. Is a great defender, is going for only about 32 to 30k MT, and I'm talking about this hidden gem right here, 96 overall, pink diamond throwback playoff moments, Victor Oladipo. I feel like this is a card that didn't get enough spotlight that he deserved because of so many hype cards that started to come out. And again, if you're not a big name card in this game, you're just not going to be a card that's going to be going for a ton of MT, and I think that's the reason why this card isn't going for so much. But Oladipo, man, this is a card that can really do it all on both ends, man. 6'4", so again, I'd recommend you run him at point guard. Great offensive, amazing, and I've been locked down on the defensive end. Just take a look at this. Hall of Fame pick pocket, chase down artist is alright, nothing I really care about. The Hall of Fame pick dodger and defensive stopper combo there is amazing. He's got relentless, difficult shots, posterizer. He doesn't have Hall of Fame catch and shoot, but all around, again, this is a card with the perfect defensive, offensive combination of badges. When you look at his stats here, man, 94 driving layup, solid draw foul, 95 down the line on the mid-range, 92 down on the line on the open 3. I started losing my English there, I'm sorry. And to top it off, this card also has 3-point plays, which is a huge bonus. He's got a 90 free throw, amazing driving and contact dunk. That contact's supposed to be a 95, but I'm looking at one with a shoe. So let me just shift over here. Actually, he's got the ability to speed boost. His passing's not bad. His defense, as you can see, is locked down. 95 shot contest, 97 steal. His speed is not bad. That's one thing I would recommend you give him if you run him at point guard, is most likely his speed with ball shoot. Not even so much the speed and acceleration, but more a speed with ball shoot. But overall, again, a card that is just a clamp god on the defensive end. Look at that. Everything is in the mid to high 90s. Other than that low post defense, top to bottom, this card is going to be seriously annoying, because again, his defense is really what makes him shine, and then how he translates that in offense is just amazing. And he's got a beautiful off dribble animations, and keep in mind, he's got the Hall of Fame difficult shot, so that helps a ton, especially when you've got a 95 off dribble mid-range and a 92 off dribble 3. But this card's ability to play two ways on the offensive and defensive end is why he's making it on this list. And again, he's only going for 32k MT, and he's a 96 overall pink diamond. So with that being said, that's why we've got this card on our top 10 list. Alright, so moving on to number 7 on our top 10 list here, guys. We've now got a card a lot of you guys are going to be familiar with. And this is a card, although he is going for the price that he is, and although is old now in the MyTEAM community as he is still a card that is still the most best value and most dominant center in 2k19 MyTEAM, guys. And I'm talking about this 97 overall pink diamond throwback elite Greg Oden. Although this card is like maybe 2 months old by now, every other big man and stuff that's come after him is still nowhere close to as dominant as this monster is for his price, man. 99 defensive, 97 offense, 7 feet tall, 10 Hall of Fame badges, which are just perfect for a big man. Brick wall, bruiser, rim protector, hustle, rebounder. He's got the post offensive badges. He's got a posterizer with relentless finisher. Like, this card, he is just perfect. I do not believe that pink diamond Patrick Ewing, let's just say that off the bat, just because he can't really be a top 10 under 50k MT, I do not believe that he's better than this Greg Oden. But the biggest reason most people really get rid of this Greg Oden is because they get bored of this card. But as far as talking pure dominance, man, this Greg Oden really can do it all. Amazing driving layup, amazing fade and hook and post control. He's got the draw foul. He's got a phenomenal mid-range. He's only got a 79 3, but when I tell you guys that jumper drops, it drops, boys and girls. He's also got the free throw. Again, he's got that dunking. He obviously can't speed boost or anything, but his defense is great. 97 block. He's still got a steal at an 80, and an 88 shot contest is not bad at all. Great rebounding, amazing speed for, again, someone who's 7 feet tall with 88 speed and 85 acceleration is just amazing. And 95 strength when you weigh 273 pounds and you got that speed, and yeah, I'm telling you guys, he is just going to always be a must cop. The only reason, again, people ever get rid of this card is if they're bored of him. But without a doubt, Greg Oden is still easily one of the most dominant centers in 2K19 MyTEAM right now. He can do it all on both ends. He's got 10 Hall of Fame badges, and all around, he's just amazing. A 7-foot card that's 273 pounds that has speed and those Hall of Fame badges is just a recipe for disaster, boys and girls. And for that reason, guys, that's why this oldie is still on our top 10 list. Now, jumping into the number 8 position, guys, we've got a card that's a good old reliable, and we've got a newer version of him as well. But really, whichever version you decide to pick up, guys, they're going to feel the same, and they're both going to be dominant. And I'm talking about 94 or 95 overall Diamond Kawhi Leonard. For the sake of this video, we'll go to the newer one, but this is a card that's just all around super consistent. Don't get me wrong, that new pink diamond throwback version is amazing, but this one is also just a phenomenal pickup, man. 3 Hall of Fame badges, defensive stopper, mid-range deadeye, and pickpocket are an amazing combo right there. And this card can do it all. And when I say do it all, I'm saying he's got one of the most unstoppable fadeaways in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. For anyone that's used the Kawhi Leonard card knows what I'm talking about when I say that fadeaway is about as perfect and silky as they come. 90 driving layup. He's got an amazing mid-range, 90 down the line on this one, 85 open 3 on this one. But if you go to the 95 overall one, which I still recommend, he's got a higher fadeaway, higher mid-range, and a higher open 3 as well, with a 90 driving and contact dunk, 85 free throw. He can speed boost. He's got great defense because, again, this is Kawhi Leonard we're talking about, and he's actually got great speed, man. 92 speed and acceleration, especially on a Kawhi Leonard card, is just a big dub. All around, this is a card that's been a budget gem in the MyTEAM community for a while and continues to be so for good reason, man. This card is just a card that, again, can do it all. You don't necessarily need that pink diamond Kawhi. Obviously, it's an upgrade, but it's not a big enough upgrade to pay an extra 90 to 100k, when this card, I'm telling you guys, will literally do the exact same thing. The only thing that other Kawhi has is like a 96 post fadeaway, but other than that, guys, you literally will not be feeling a difference. And another noteworthy thing about this Kawhi Leonard is that he also comes with 3-point plays, which is a big dub in the chat, boys. And for that reason, man, with a Hall of Fame defensive stopper and his offensive combination, his animations, that is why this Kawhi Leonard still manages to stay on this top 10 list. Alright, now moving on to the number 9 position of this top 10 list, we've got a card that's just so perfect, and I can't wait till he gets his pink diamond version, man. And I'm talking about this 95 overall Diamond Hall of Fame David Robinson, man. This is a card that just plays so great, amazing on the offensive and defensive end. He's 7'1", so for those of you that already have Greg Oden on your lineup and are thinking of another big man to add, well, say no more. You've now got this David Robinson that you can put on your team, man. 6 Hall of Fame badges, rim protector, posterizer, relentless finisher. That Hall of Fame pick and popper on him is pure cheese, and the combination of posterizer and tireless scorer really makes him a dunking machine on the offensive end as well. This card can really do it all. A big man with a 94 driving layup, 97 post fade, 94 post hook is just amazing, 96 draw foul as well. He's got a 95 open mid-range and a 79 open 3. And keep in mind that this is a card that can also hold a 3-point shoe, so that on top of a coach boost as well is a potential 88 open 3 or even 89 if you've got Steve Kerr. So that's pretty crazy, man. And he's also got a reliable free throw, which most big men don't. His animation is easy. Look at his dunking stats, 95 down the line. Most big men don't really have that standing dunk animation. It's not like that when it comes to David Robinson, man. This card, again, a card that's just amazing for a big man. No ball control or anything like that, but great defensively. 90 block, 92 shot contest. His rebounding is where he's kind of weak, but I've never really had a problem with his rebounding because, again, he's got that 95 box out, so it really works out whether I have the rebounding stat or not. He's got phenomenal speed speed for someone who's 7'1". When I tell you this card hustles down the court, boys, he hustles down the court. 95 vertical as well. Great lateral quickness for, again, someone who's 7'1" with 87 lateral quickness. Yeah, check that off the list. That's a dub. And defensively, he's also just purely amazing. One thing that's super important about this David Robinson, guys, is that he's got such a beautiful jumper. It's a beautiful lefty jumper that he has every single year, and it's one of the easiest and best jumpers on a big man. Now, I don't know if that compares to cards like Ilgauskas and stuff this year. I honestly think it's better than Ilgauskas and stuff like that. If this card gets a pink diamond with like an 85 to 90 open 3, it's really going to be a GG, boys and girls, because if this is the diamond with these stats, it's going to be crazy to see what the pink diamond has. But as far as now, this card is just going to be a budget gem for players that want cards under 50k MT. This is a card that you should heavily consider. Sometimes I even consider this card to be better than Greg Oden just because of his tendencies and the animations that he has. But again, it'll be up to you guys. If you want a card with a faster jumper on the pick and pop, definitely take this David Robinson over Greg Oden. But all around, Greg Oden might still be the better card. Now, last but not least on this top 10 list, guys, we've got a card that, again, is another oldie, but is just going to be a must cop on your lineup based on what this card can do. Again, this is one of those cards I never understood why he was going for the price that he's going for, because CLYDE, he's always a hype name card. He's got amazing offense and defense, 6'7", 210 pounds, 10 Hall of Fame badges. I will say DEROZAN is better just because of the jumper animation, but this DREXLER, again, is not a card you should be messing with, man. Hall of Fame pick and roll maestro. He's got relentless acrobat, difficult shots, posterizer, tireless scorer combination, and he's also got the Hall of Fame catch and shoot, which is just so clutch. If you get used to this card's release, it is actually pretty fast, and it is so perfect and easy to green down the line. I was standing this card for a while, and I kept him on my lineup for a while. Loved him a ton, but ended up picking up other cards because I just love to use different cards. But again, DREXLER is just a card that all around can do it all. He's got the driving layup. He's got the post fadeaway if you get matched up with a smaller player. He's got an amazing draw foul, 96 down the line on the mid-range, 88 open 3 is phenomenal. His off dribble animations are really nice. They're almost like Michael Jordan's, which is why I recommend you guys pick him up, because it's just such an easy animation. 90 free throw, 98 driving, and a 97 contact dunk, boys and girls. That should convince you there a little bit. When he goes to the rim, he's got some pretty silky smooth dunk animations. 87 ball control as well. Amazing. And when I say amazing, I mean amazing on the defensive end, man. 95 steal, 95 shot contest, and an 80 block. Keep in mind he's 6'7", so that is just perfect, man. 97 speed and acceleration with a 94 speed with ball. You run this card alongside Reggie Lewis, and they could be a nightmare of a dynamic duo, man. 97 vertical, great hustle, great lateral quickness at a 97, and look at all his defense, man. It's all in the mid to higher 90s, like all around, man. Again, CLYDE DREXLER is just a card that you've got to keep on your lineup if you're someone who's a budget player. Again, if you want cards that get the job done, that's why you're looking at this top 10 list. You're not looking at like, oh, my favorite cards on my top 10 list. That's not why you should pick a card up. This should be like, wow, I have 50k MT, I don't have this DREXLER, and I need a card that's going to be dominant and be able to compete with cards like Pink Diamond T-Mac and lock them up and stuff like that. DREXLER is the card to pick up. 6'7", new shot contest system is going to help you out a ton, especially with that reach. His reach animations are so OP, it's insane. But again, a 98 overall Pink Diamond card, 10 Hall of Fame badges with a 99 offensive and defensive overall. Basically, he's just a card that you've got to pick up and add to your lineup no matter how old the card is. Now, with that being said, guys, that is going to conclude our top 10 list today. So if you guys found that this top 10 list helped you, as always, make sure to leave a like on this video. And if there's a card that you feel like I missed, that was a card that wasn't like over or under 7k MT, make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. There's always hidden gems that people don't know about, and I'm always open to listening to them, so make sure to let me know. I am gonna go ahead and end this video, guys, because I don't know if you were able to tell from the beginning of the video, but I am actually still pretty sick. I have a cold, and it's just been super annoying. So with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and for you new viewers, you know you gotta hit that subscribe button and join the Blasian Nation. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day, and take care.